Good morning. As you all know, today is the beginning of our career preparedness course that we'll be offering here at Florence Freshman Center. Career preparedness is that course to try to make sure that you are prepared to be college and career ready, and also to become a lifelong learner. In the next couple of minutes, we're going to go through lesson 1, which is basically decision making as it pertains to making sure that you have a good understanding of the process that goes into making a good decision. Today we're going to learn some new terminology. You're going to learn about opportunity costs, trade-offs, and other things that factor into decisions that you make every day that you may or might not even realize that you're making. Some of you made decisions this morning, such as clothes that you wore to school, such as whether or not I was going to eat breakfast. Different things of that nature factor into the decisions that you make day in and day out. And throughout the course of this lesson, it is our sincere hope that you will understand the thought process that goes into the idea of how you go about making a daily decision. Let's begin. Student, this is something that is very new as it relates to career preparedness and presenting a course online. We're going to all learn together as we go through this process, so I ask you to bear with us as today is day 1. We will work the kinks out as we go, I can assure you. Career preparedness as a whole focuses on 4 areas: academic planning, the 4-year plan for high school; career development, identifying what your interest is; technology, mastery of technology you'll need to be successful in high school, as well as the idea of what financial literacy actually is. It's important that you understand that financial literacy is the idea of understanding how money works, how it's made and managed. Preparedness is basically focused on trying to make sure that students, when they leave high school, will be ready for business and industry, education beyond high school, and lifelong learning. The 2 major components of the course are technology, which you take in grade 8, and career preparedness B, which you take in grade 10. Today's lesson, we're going to introduce the systematic decision-making process as a whole, with a few key terms that you probably have never heard of before. Let's begin that. Many of us are familiar with money, the different types of money: paper, coins, plastic, and the checks that we use. But have you ever thought about what money actually is? Money is basically a medium of exchange that is considered as something that has value, something that you can take into the store and purchase something. This course is really nothing more than a course in economics, which is the study of the production of distribution of and the consumption of goods and services, with of course money being the exchange. One of the first things that everybody needs to know as it relates to economics is that everything has a price. There is no such thing as a free lunch. Ten Stoffel. Everything has a price. Every day, all day, we make decisions. Oftentimes, we don't even think of the decisions that we make. We decide what we're going to eat. We decide what we're going to wear. So just how many decisions have you made today already? Think about it for a minute. What is a decision, as a matter of fact? A decision is what you do based on the alternatives that are available. There were several alternatives that were available today dealing with what you were going to wear to school. Some of you have t-shirts on, and you'll probably be comfortable because it's kind of going to be hot today. But just what if you had just chosen to wear a sweater today? You would probably be very uncomfortable because with it being hot, a sweater is definitely not what you needed to wear to school today. There are 2 very important terms that go into making decisions. One is called opportunity cost. The other is called a trade-off. Opportunity cost is the value of the benefits that you could have had you have chosen the next best alternative. Very likely that several of you might be hungry right about now. If you had the choice between a Whopper and Big Mac, which one would you choose? The one that you choose basically becomes the decision that you make. The one that you give up basically becomes your opportunity cost. It becomes your opportunity cost because obviously there's something about the satisfaction of the other that causes you to choose it. It becomes the opportunity cost because you chose one because the taste was probably going to be just a little bit better than the other one. The other one that you gave up becomes what is known as the trade-off. The trade-off is what you gave up to be able to make that choice. Many of you don't think about those kinds of things whenever you make a decision. However, there's a lot of factors that go into the decisions we make. Now that we've had an opportunity to go through those things related to decision making, opportunity costs, and trade-offs, what I would like for you to do is simply this. I want you to go to the notes section on your iPad, and I want you to list 5 decisions that you've made today. I also want you to list an example of 1 opportunity cost and 1 trade-off that you made during the course of today. Thank you very much, and again, this is attempt number 1. We will work out the kinks as we go forward. Thank you.